Sit down. No. Enough. Got me nuts today. Meow, meow, meow. Hey, doing Nicola, you right? Nicole. A good day. Cat cam goes hard, indeed it does. Sure, I'm a bit nuts today, but not a kitty cat. My goat. Hey, negative, you okay? Those things. So smart, I was talking to myself. Messing with gaming mice for a bit today. Need to mod one for some ones. Kitty's good. She is relentless. This times I may conflict with Twitch moderation. Why? What? Kitty's really Pimp my thing. Is that what was causing me problems before, really? Paste. Okay. This becomes like erratic. She's like, hey, 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 I'm here, hey. Yeah. Obsessed almost. Yeah. Do. Oh, is everyone okay? Exploit, you right? Have tricks. Why is my chat so far out the window there? What the hell? I'm tweaking my stream a little bit. Who's better to that? I don't know. That maybe. Do. All good here, mate. Yourself? Yeah, not bad. Back to work this week, so you know, same old miseries of work. Other than that, all good. Well, a few more seconds since it's been a while. Should probably try. Do right there, try it.
I've got balls of steel.
Cheers, Nocola. Is it? You off for Instagram? How you doing? Just follow. Wow. You're right. Same old. You feel man, walking back to work. Yeah, back to RL. Active cat for like 3 legs. It's crazy. Load of Xbox controllers to repair. Nice. You started modding PC switching to me. I've seen a lot of people doing that. I fancy that. We've got a fan mouse to do first, and then I'm going to do a Pulsar X2H V3 and see if I can get the buttons to feel a little bit nicer because I don't particularly like them. All good. Enjoying modding controllers. Yeah, the mouse switches and the controllers. How you doing, Dizzy? You okay? Yo. Yeah, mouse controllers. You got your Wooting 68G 2 days ago. You liking it? You got it all configured? Nice. What are you playing with it? You playing Valorant or something? You're playing like Marvel Rivals? So I'm playing with my cat for a bit. Valorant, CS, and Marvel Rivals. Okay, nice. What did you have before it, keyboard-wise? Reckon that key. Happy? You happy now? We didn't do any work today, I can tell. Oh, kitty cat is not gonna let me do anything. Yeah, it feels good for a Hall Effects one. It's probably the better one. Have you modded it, or is it a stock plastic one? It's called Tripod, but that's a nickname because she's got 3 legs, but her real name's Bella. Or Boo Boo Kachoo, we sometimes call her. She's extra needy. There's needy cats. We've got 5. She's like so needy compared. She's obsessed with me, but she's like extra needy. Need to mod it at some point. Yours exploit. Definitely worth modding. It's mint. It's my modded one. You've both seen it. Oh, on camera. Lol. Yeah. I mean, ignore the switches and stuff, but it's got like a metal plate. I modded a few of them now. Did one of the Blade 60, but pretty cool. It's got TTC Hall Effect switches in it as well. So different switches. Not got the jades. I've got the jades, but I didn't put them in it. Keyboard. process. Let me just do a fan mouse, and then we're going to test it. I'm going to try and tweak the pulsar. The only thing I don't like about this pulsar is the switches. Everything else, the H2X. Sorry, X2 HV3. But the switches I don't like. I need an emerald green case. Okay, you have to spray one for green. I don't think I've seen it. That one you saw there, that routing I did there is actual legit routing, including the base. Whereas when the original one came out, I did a while ago. They only did the Blade 60 from KDB keyboards or something. I can't remember now, but now they've got their own product, so it's a lot better. This is the mouse we're going to mod. As in for me, this pulsar. This is one we're going to mod for someone else at the minute because the switches isn't working. Don't Japanese ones in it. And the encoder. What a surprise! Always been failing these encoders. I don't know why. So I've got a couple of things to do. So that skate came off well. Not. We're trying to work out we can salvage it. We'll have to retape that. Beautiful. Too many mice on my desk. Confusing me. Yeah, the kitty cat's always taking over lives. She obsessed. Final mouse competition. This is last. Is it last? No, the Phantom. Sorry. It's not my comp. I've got a comp. They look identical. These feet have been on a while. I do not want to come off well. Give me a sec. I'll show you a comp. So this is only the 1K version, but I mean, run them in 1K anyway. This one's the comp I've got, and this one's the Phantom. You can tell by the blue stripe, but this one's it's still magnesium, is it? This one's plastic. We can see Phantom House has traditionally just basically used the same exact thing. I've tried painting some. I've still painted some, but I can't be asked. If I know how to do it for myself, it's too much hassle. Plenty of good painters out there. I might get back into it one day, but for now I'm not fussed. Tried loads about. I tried to do a few about 6 years ago and some others, and just it was painful. Still got some over here that I painted, but I've not sorted out yet. Like, yeah, that's it, it's painted. It's painted a while ago. I can't see it actually. So I do paint them. But I painted a while ago, I've not finished it. Just kind of messing around with that G Pro. Yeah, Natural Customs are good. Painted some stuff for me. I know that actor quite well. He was based in Miami. There's another guy called Leonardo de Mouse. He's not bad. And there's another guy, I can't remember his name. There's a few that are pretty good. There's a guy in the UK, he's in Bristol. I think it might be Leonardo de Mouse. Did me a mouse about 6 years ago, maybe. Good day, Sergeant. You right? Yep. You right, Scrappy. Pretty sure he's UK based. But you'd have to check him up. There's Art Mouse. Is it Art Mouse? Instagram's got a lot of them. But I think he's Germany. A lot longer than I thought that screen. That's why it put me off. Oh, it's got cows in it. Interesting. New encoder. He's having a new Kale encoder, basically. What's he take for a spin? So replacing the white silver TTC, and then it's having the Japan on-1 switches in it instead of the KL8s. Just bought a Viper V3 Pro. It's a beast. Nice. You liking it? A little bit of Minecraft tasty. Beast X 4K is a good deal for 55. It's not too beaten up Rogan yet. And the shape works for you. I quite like the Beast X. Recently got a Super Light 2, is that? And Rooting, it's mega for Valorant. It's a good combo. It's a good combo. The thing about Super Light 2 is it uses the Optomex, the OM runs, which is actually probably the better version out there at the minute. Razer's mushy ones are not too great, but you're quite limited in what you can use. This is the common problem on the final mouse. You see that? This is the antenna. So you can see here, this is the antenna. You can see the sweat, you see the copper starting to, is it going to focus? You see the copper trying to it's kind of like deteriorating slightly on it. It should be pure gold, but it's not. Not heard of any issues, but don't know, maybe. Replace the PTFE skates though, yeah, 100%. Good call, because they are horrific. Which ones do you go for? You go for dots. What pad do you use? Probably another question. Not sure on the brand of skates. Okay, fair enough. Guts Yaden, is it pad? Never heard of that one. Shipping was extortionate. Is it an artisan pad that? Is that why? If it is, I know you mean tax. Tax is pricey. I got a load imported I bet it's about 5 years ago. Just a cloth top. Is that okay? Does it work here? I'm quite liking the Pulsar ES1 at the minute. But, yeah, it's similar to a QC. So, For my other scalpel, this one's a different one. We have to take the glue out basically. We can ping the PCB out. I'll try glass pad. Yeah, people rate them, but I've had them all. They're okay. It can be hard to get the right control, or very, very noisy, or exceptionally gritty. So if you have pets, for instance, or a dusty environment, you'll be forever cleaning it. It's not like a cloth pad, though. It kind of absorbs it a little bit. I think it just literally scratches across. Is it Phantom mouse you're modding? Is it Phantom mouse? Yeah, it's a Phantom. This is someone's, it's not mine. Someone wants to switch the switches, but we'll be modding the Pulsar X2H later. So I've just not done it yet. That's what I want to mod for me, because I don't like the switches or the way they feel. But I know the Optomech, so a little bit of an issue. But this one we're going to switch these KL8s out, which are these. And this encoder, which is faulty, for a new KL8 and Japanese on-run ones. That's what we'll do in a minute, and then I'll mod my own in space. I become overrun with mice. And keys. A lot of keyboards. Need to find my cyberboard, but Carrot's not here to encourage me. And then I'll get back onto 3D printing stuff again. Make some custom bases and stuff, that's what I want to do. Back on that stuff again. Back to what I was trying to do 5 years ago before my house got renovated and delayed me an exceptional amount of time. Okay, voila. You know much about monitors? A little bit. I know I want the 480Hz ROG over the Sony one. What's wrong with your monitor? You mean like repair wise? Aggressive. Yeah, Bob just bought some Tiger Eyes 2 V2 pads for your Razer Viper V3. Good choice. Should be, yeah. I mean, it's personal choice. Good or bad. I mean, they're better than Dots. I think Dots would dig into that pad. That's Saturn. Saturn's a nice pad. It's all personal, so. Not heard anything bad. I'm a fan of Tigers, so. No, there's no hyperglides anymore because I don't know where they disappeared to. Only started happening recently. When I swapped to 144Hz, it works fine. I get consistent screen tearing and almost dead pixels the whole time, the whole way through, whatever. I'm on a 165Hz. Is it a Predator or something? Is it overclocked? Is that what you're saying? It's probably the cable. We got a decent HDMI cable. That can ironically cause quite some problems. Or check the requirement for a 165Hz. You might find the HDMI port isn't good enough. So they're talking about this new HDMI, was that a DP port 2.1 with like different gigabit frequencies, like 40, 60, 80 or something. And they're all saying they're the same, but they're not. They've all got different throughputs. So HDMI used to be similar. It worked for 5 years. Use the DPI cable, maybe it's faulty. What, so after 5 years it started falling? Maybe the monitor's just failing. 5 years is a long time. Predator. I'd swap the cable, but if that doesn't work, I wouldn't care about the extra 25Hz, mate. You wouldn't notice it. It's probably just dying. Ready to retire. I shouldn't even bother upgrading my 240Hz OLED to a 480, but curiosity killed the cat, or bankrupted the cat, one or the other. I've got 360Hz that just sits there for reading text. So that's how much I think they make a difference, you know what I mean? What's going on here? Oh, hey, how you doing, sir? Mouse violence. This is maintenance for someone. This is repairing the final mouse. What a surprise. And then I'm going to be tweaking the Pulsar X2H. Because I want to make the switches a bit better. There's quite a bit of like pre-travel on this Pulsar. So I think I can make them a bit nicer for him to press. Not bad, Ninja, yourself, you're right. I'll switch my stream around again using different encoders, so I think it's okay. But it was playing up with me this today. I mean, I've nearly thrown a few things out the window this week, I've got to be honest. It's not been the best week. Well, start of the next week. Like IT just failing me. Windows 11 upgraded on its own last night when I didn't want it to. Went to update, went to restart, updated and restarted it, updated it for me, went from 10 to 11. That's pissed me right off. Then my NAS didn't work today for some reason, so I lost some of my stuff, so I had to mess around with that. One of my switches had failed. Then something else broke. You know what I mean? My stream didn't work because I was using Pimp in the title instead. Ooh. All today, and I've had to work today. So I'm not happy about it. You know what I mean? Everything's falling apart today, baby. I think on its own. I mean, it's been sitting there trying to restart itself, and I'm like, no. And then I had to restart because it was playing up, and I restarted thinking it wouldn't take the update, and it took the update. So then I came back, and it's like, hey, yeah, I know you want to play Valorant because you started like 12 o'clock at night. I ended up going to bed at like 5 because I got like 2 hours in, like just like restarted, and then something else broke. Oh, man. I was unhappy. And I couldn't get the right. I was trying to play in the US, and it's been funny about some proxy and then some setting in my BIOS wouldn't let play Valorant because it was telling me it's like CMS setting whatever it is for the boot. Oh my god, Windows 11's enabled. Do you know what I mean? It was just like everything just broke. All I wanted to do was just fire up Valorant. Do you know what I mean? That's all I wanted to do. Have a couple of rounds, go to bed early. Bill Gates will get his. Forcing us onto it. Like, I think they're stopping all the updates, and that's one of the things. And then I'm just like, I literally took Windows 11 off it about 3 months ago, and I put my 7080 in it instead of my. I swapped from the 14900 that's caused me problems. Seems like last few months all I had is issues with PC streams, PCs failing, or just doing weird things. I'm cursed. You know what I mean? I've got away. Have a good stream. You're off noise, man. See you at Haddon. See you later, matey. GG. So anyway, hopefully things are a bit better. How's your new build going anyway? You having good? You're on Windows 11 now on your new AMD. You've been playing Tarkov? Did they send you your code in the end? Do you have a lot of extra things when you stream? Oh, I do. Yeah, I've got just too many stuff in it. You know, it's always been like complicated. I've tried to simplify it a little bit, but it still seems to be tricky. On Windows 11, we'll play Tarkov for the next, for the first time on it tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. This could be bad news. No, we're good. Didn't set fire to my hoodie either. I did burn it though, actually. Whoops. That's what happens when you're lazy. I was already watching a few of the streamers on Tarkov, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we already completed it all." I'm like, "Oh my days!" Like, I can't complete it. Just let me get on. You know, I mean, some of the other newer missions might have calmed down a bit, and I've been I tried to do some. Was it last week or the week before? The week between like the before the 6th, like the week before. I was just being difficult because I haven't tried all the same missions. You getting that? What made you pick the difference between them? But they're all made in the same factory. I don't know. I'm just messing with it. Wouldn't surprise me. Am I shooting an engine? If ever changing. Still playing finals. But it's not on Marvel Rivals, to be fair. That'd be your kind of thing. People still trying me to play that, and I'm just like, meh. Just watching like Tim the Tapman and Ninja and that lot, just pure on fighting. She's in the finals today, fair enough. There you go. You know, fancy rivals. Mr. Pure. How you doing, sir? How's your Monday? Mine was horrific today, but other than that. Living the dream yourself? Yeah, good day back. Is it snowing there yet? Yeah, fair enough, Ninja. I'm the same. Like, I like the idea of it, but then I'm like, meh, it's a bit boring. It feels like total chaos. But, like, just really about, I don't know. I wouldn't even say it was an aiming game, more tracking, maybe. But it feels like they all just run into a room and just try and, like, control the point. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm the same, mate. I don't watch Marvels. My missus does. I don't even watch. I hate like what's the? I'm trying to think what it's called. It's not X-Men. Is it? It could be X-Men. I'm not really a fan of it. I like Iron Man and stuff. That was okay, but I'm into like Doctor No and stuff like that. My missus is more into that. Is that Cumbersnatch, wasn't he? So Benjamin Cumber, yeah, Cumbersnatch. I Cumber, isn't it like Cumberbatch? I'm not into that at all. Trafficking is definitely a big part of the aim. Fair enough. This is the Final Mouse. Final Mouse Phantom. Superlight 12. This one. Are you British? I'm indeed. I'm indeed. From Manchester. Sunny Manchester. Finals. You like the finals? It's pure chaos, man. That's what you like. What are you doing to the mouse? We're changing the encoder, which is where the scroll wheel goes. We're putting in a new KL 9 because it's failed, and we're switching the switches out, which are these KL 8 switches, and we're changing them to these Japanese on-run switches recently. Pimping out a little bit. Yeah. From sunny Manchester as well. I like it. At least the snow's gone. It broke my neck about 15 times this week trying to go to like get coffee and stuff. Just talking your FYP. Apologies. You play games? You're just into like gaming mice and stuff. What's the best fingertip mouse on the market? Fingertip one on the market. Don't know, depends on the size of your hand, I guess. I mean, you could say that the M1 or M3 and M2Ks are good from Zagan, is it? G-Wolfs do some good fingertips. Some good spec ones from G-Wolfs. Is one I mashed up earlier. It actually challenged me to make it lighter, so bear with me while it looks a bit like it's been butchered. But the strawberry, I remember its actual name, is it HTS 8K Pro or something? But it's got side buttons, scroll wheel, mains, good. That's a really good fingertip, if you don't mind that shape. A bit like a Rochi, but smaller. It's good fingertip. Super light, small, is pretty good if you've got bigger hands. Thoughts on G Pro Superlight? I like Superlight 1, which is this one. Good mouse. Well, apart from the pre-travel, which is not good. but at least it's a bit more customizable. Side buttons are horrible, but you can tweak it. I've done loads of mods on YouTube for it. Skates suck, but you could change them. Some good ones, like some good clones out. The one I took apart last week on stream, which is a G23 Incot. There'll be a video on YouTube if you want to see how to take it apart. It's got much better side buttons and interchangeable mains, like here. So you can change the switches quite easily, but weighs about 5 grams heavier, but at the end of the world. Yeah. Superlight's good. Logitech's doing like a few little tweaks. Raises the Superlight's got some of the better Opto mech switches in it. It's better than the Viper Viper V3 Pro, I think. People seem to love the Viper V3 Pro. I'm not a fan. The Viper Death had a V3 Hyperspeed. D3 Hyperspeed is pretty good from Razer. This is the best Razer mouse out at the minute. Like, but it's Ergo, not Ambi. How many mouse do you have in your collection? I did a video on YouTube. It's over 270. I'm trying to cut it back. I've got too many at the minute. Might be. It's a lot more than that now. It's probably like 300, something like that. Way too many. Yo ham. You're right. You're not Valorant playing. Testing out. Teo, is it? Yeah, this is for someone, but I'm going to tweak my Pulsar, so I'm going to tweak it in a minute. I've got Pulsar X2 HV3, but I don't like the mains. I feel a bit mushy. I need to change the pre-travel in it. That's what we're going to do later. That's the plan. You have a HKS Pro, but it's consistently had issues with the software. Yeah, software's a big problem on mice. I said it many years ago. Clicks dropping out. Is it maybe the sensor too far? If you're getting like wireless connectivity issues or something dropping out? Could be something like that. I had a problem with the 88. I'll show you in a sec. It's because the sensor was too far. Come on. This one basically, which is the ATK X1 8K when it was on 8K. Can't hear, man. It was on 8K. It was dropping out a little bit, but it's actually a nice mouse. It's actually quite a big mouse, and I quite like it. Surprisingly for me. But yeah, here he is with his HTS2. Still haven't got one, Pure. You fingertip it, don't you? I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what credibility you have these days, Pure, because you play Path of Exile, mate. I mean, you know what I mean? You could use the 502X for that, like soups. I'm not sure. Signal is right next to. Okay, so perhaps not that then. Maybe a different wireless port, USB port, or something melty. Man, listen, I'm playing Valorant, mate. You know what I mean? It's about aiming at least. You know, at least I have to try. At least I have to aim properly, not like running around collecting loot. You know what I mean? Cool. Like I'm playing Diablo. You know what I mean? Strafing's overrating. But found the space bar, you could do that. Could rebind it for a life. Maybe we should run around with just a keyboard and a mouse, not shooting with my thumb instead. Hey, didn't Al, good to see you back, you right? How you getting on Valorant with the new reset? Range Rover super small style, I'm using the S Sport. Well, the SS port on your motherboard. I don't know. I tried different port mates before. I'm not sure it will do 100k. 100 Hz depends on the bandwidth. I can't remember what the bandwidth is for that port on your motherboard. Someone else might know. What do you think of the new character, KJ? I don't know. I thought he might be a bit OP, but he looks a bit. I went from one thing thinking he was going to be OP, and then when I saw him in ranked, he seems okay, but I'm in lower rank at the minute because I keep getting some crappy ranking at the minute. But I was watching some higher pro play, well not pro play, but like Ascent upwards, and they were using it very effective, like shutting down the entire A site on Ascent and stuff. Like you could just like lock everything down and B main on heaven. So I was like, okay, I can maybe see how that could be effective. So I was like, maybe I'll use them, but I haven't been able to use them yet because I have to run through all the XP or something to unlock them, which is just annoying. So I wasn't too happy with that. Ham's used him. He was on there a minute ago. Yeah, I feel like he's a duelist, but not. A duelist with a bit of a recon, maybe. A bit more of a duelist than Sova with that drone, but. You're getting more tactical, Ham. You were playing him, weren't you? Was it on Saturday? Friday? Didn't help us win, so it can't be that good. The FPS games in this world is killing us. I mean, they've released Rivals and everyone's like all over that, but I'm just like, it's not really FPS for me. It's like, I could play that with a controller. That's what it feels like Rivals for me. Yeah, he's not gonna. I think he's gonna struggle to enter sight fast. He's kind of like a. I guess he's used for clearing sight a bit better, maybe from a distance. I guess that's why you could kind of quantify him. I think he looks cool as fuck with his shades and Colombian accent, but. Yeah, you can clear like the back of I can't remember. Is it Heaven? No, Ascent. Back of Ascent B, where they're behind the boat and stuff like that, on the back of A site, and bits where people perhaps could hide a bit ratty in there without putting yourself in danger. You reckon he's OP melty? Astra is powerful. Comes out with his iPad. Yeah, Astra's reminds me of Omen smokes. Like Omen's good, but it's painful to smoke. I need to get using him a bit more, maybe. We're swapping out the main switches. The switches had failed. The KL8 on one of them, so and he wanted a new encoder because that had failed. Double, like it goes backwards instead of forwards. And then I'm going to tweak my own mouse. So this is the final mouse. Pretty common problems. So we switched out the scroll encoder, which is this thing. They used to put TTC open called Silvers on, which basically is open. I guess it gets a little crud in it. I told them years ago not to do that, and they still did it. They've changed it now, but it's one of the problems. Cheers, Ice FX for the follow. You okay? How you doing, mate? Hey, Cosmics, you okay? Riley, I see. We changed out the also KL8 switches in, which are these. We're switching them for these Japanese. This is the better one, Japanese on one. It's a nicer switch. Very light, but feels really good. And I'm going to mod my X2H pulsar to make the switches a bit more responsive because they're a little bit mushy. Can't change the switches, I don't think, because they're Optomex, which is a bit awkward. Sometimes you can, but they're very awkward to do. With both Omen and Astra, they did that on purpose. Their abilities are really powerful. Yeah, make it a little bit more tricky and harder for you to do it. How long have you been making mouse for? I was the OG. So, for instance, your Superlight 1 here, I created a G Pro wireless and modded them to death. Logitech copied my design, so I guess I would say I didn't copy it. We're inspired by my designers. Zawiar created lightweight mice, but I've been modding them for about, I don't know, I've been on YouTube for about 10 years. But I used to mod them before that. 3D printed mice, stuff like that, all the 3D printed mice you've seen. Inspiration. You're liking the KO Reds, aren't you, having your new your G Pro wireless? Using that, which one are you using? Ham, your Superlight or your G Pro wireless now? We might make Terra a little bit harder to use. Like his ultimate seems pretty easy. Like you just pretty much drag it in. It's pretty easy to get his ultimate going out. He needs a higher learning curve, doesn't he? Maybe. I think it's probably a bit easier to use on if you're pretty good at Valorant. I think some of the noobs maybe not, like me. Probably struggle to use him as effective as he should be used. Switching between them both, really? Interesting. I've not tried to make my own mouse. Not really interested. Might do one day. I'm happy to work with other companies, but they see me destroying mice and get scared, and then take those ideas and build some. I'd say, without bragging, lightweight mice you owe due to me, but no one ever gave me credit. I am the OG mouse modder. Everybody thought I was mad. And now look. Now look what you got. I'm like the mad scientist with mice. Wouldn't surprise me, Ham. The much nicer switches on the Superlight. They're not a bit more mushy in the Superlight one. You can change those though. You could have your Superlight 1 have the same switches, which is why I said to you to get that over the Superlight 2. You're planning on streaming Val? Might be Wednesday. We'll see. If not, Friday. I'll try and stream a bit more before then, we'll see. Depends. I'll stream a bit tonight. Depends what time I finish doing these. Probably not too late, so I might play a few rounds. I've got work tomorrow. I've got a meeting early. So, yes. Yeah, next time I bring it, we'll switch out the switches for you. You do I main? Unfortunately, Rainer at the minute because I have to basically frag. I also like Clove because she smokes over Brim. But I will play Brim. Played Brim the other day. And Cypher, I don't mind. But I always seem to go back to Rainer because, well, I don't have to think getting killed because I'm sat there waiting to smoke. Or I should just dump the smoke and be like, should have gone in. I was playing on NA last night and people were just literally stood at the doorway as duelists, which I kind of get now. When I first started Valorant, I've been playing it 2 years, but when I played it properly, let's say, because normally I was messing around getting drunk then, it was a bit annoying. I didn't care as much, but now you're trying to push in and win matches. People are just stood there not pushing as duelists is painful. Sometimes it's okay, like sometimes I won't do it if my team's not behind me, but hey ho. 5 stacked? Nah. Solo, duo sometimes with Ham. Sometimes I get a trio with Dorito, but that's rare. We solo duo at the minute. I don't really fancy 5 stack, to be honest. We've done it before, me and Ham, some other people in duo. And Dorito. Have you tried the GM10? I've not tried that one, no, actually. I kind of got a bit bored of mice, if I'm honest. Same stuff's coming out, same switches, everyone's just cloning each other. So if you're interested to see how this is built, it'll be published tomorrow on YouTube, but we can look at the VOD. Took this thing fully to pieces to show you how it's built. It's pretty good, pretty cheap. It's got this interchangeable switch mechanism in it, so you can change out your switches quite easily, which we did one for the Superlight. You can actually do it on the Superlight and put hot swappable switches in it, but yeah. What rank are you and what was your peak? Peak was gold 2. Current rank is solo silver 1, I think now. I dropped from gold 2 and Giro is bronze. I went from silver 2 to bronze 2, but now we're bronze 3. So around silver 2, silver 1 at the minute on my promo, but it's hell at the minute. I think the first 2 placements, was it me and you, Ham? I can't remember, but basically we just lost 2 people straight away. So we're already dead. Everyone just kept throwing. It's horrendous. So I've got to crawl up. Hit diamond? Nope. I was playing against diamonds and plats and golds when I was in like silver 2 or something stupid. which then it was basically holding me back. If you remember.
I've got balls of steel.
Easily, but yeah. I mean, at the moment, you might as well play diamonds because they're pretty much coming into all the lower ranks. Am I too late? Nope. We're just we're doing this one next. I've just done. Just found a mouse now. Just tweaked it. So here's Z Mazo, is it, for the follow? You right? But basically, you can do exclamation mark rank solo, exclamation mark rank duo. It's two different ones. And then I've also got an NA account. But I generally do that for super drunk and late at night. I need to stop playing after like 12 really. UK because it turns into Smurf Central. Do we have any chance of putting a Viper V3 main board in the old Logitech M3 body? I've not tried. We might do it with a 3D printed base, so I definitely need it. Possible. Gold and silver, absolute hell. It certainly are melty. It's even worse at the minute. It's horrific at the minute, trust me. I thought it was going to get slightly better, but it's not. Just for the follow, I said that, yes, Zed Baz. Appreciate it, man. Just for follow as well. Awesome, cool guy. How you doing? How you doing, Nick? Well, FPS, you okay? Stick these feet on because I lost them. Best switch, Omron Japan, which is going this one, I'd say, or the KL4, in my opinion. Pure deny it. He thinks it's a translucent pink shell Horanu, which is good, but I think it's slightly mushier than the Omron. But it is a bit more of a preference, and also the button mechanism, how it's configured, like to press here, is not particularly can come into play. Like these are quite nice in this ATX. Not sure exactly what's in there, but it looks, but. They feel good, they're probably up to MX, but I'm not sure. But they feel nice. Might not be, don't know. It'd be too light. They're very similar to the Hirano, mate. I'll send you some. You can use a soldering iron pure. Was Path of Exile stopped you being able to do anything useful these days? You like taking a leaf from Elon Musk book and just getting someone to do all the work for you. Apparently, rumour has it. Anyway, go reuse these feet. I'll try and play some more Val this week. I might try and play some in a bit. We'll see. Yeah, 100%. The mouse configured button setup is comes into play quite a lot. Like I said, I've always rated I never ever rated the M1Z from Extrafy and what was his name? Rocket Jump Ninja. I think it was a bit of a cash grab. Made it way too narrow, but the button setup on that probably is one of the best around. Badass, but they no one's ever made buttons as good as that. The button setup itself for KL8s, for instance. But yeah. Yes. Can't remember. Hey ho, what level are you on there, Path of Exile Pure? You still playing it yet, or you still grinding it out? You like 91? %27% through from 94. Okay. What's the max? Is it 95 or is it 100? Can't even remember. You're due to reset it, aren't you? 100. Okay. Try to get that before the reset. Dedicating your entire life, pretty much. Is what it's like. Does that get repetitive? Pathflex out. You're just doing the same raids, but getting like higher level. A bit like WoW. So this one's mine. Well, plus I'll send it me to look at. So. Shape. I'm not a fan of the switches in it, so anyway, Optomex in it. We might change it. Probably just going to try and make it slightly less pre-travel. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. So like, you'll see here, see that movement before the switch initiates? That's all pre-travel. There's the switch. It's not uncommon, quite common on a lot of mice. Like, it's one of the Superlight's bad habits for a start. Just wanted to say have a great time. For TikTok gets banned. I'm in the UK now, mate. It's fine now, don't we? We're on every platform, don't you worry. Is that pre-travel in the Superlight as well? Same problem. But they all seem to have it anyway. This one's pretty good actually, to be fair. This has got pretty good travel. This is why I like it. It feels nice and snappy. See that? Already on there. Switch a little bit maybe there, but it feels nice. Hard to explain. Cheers, follow Professor Diddy. Like the name. Modded mice is not something I see in this category. Well, I'll come to that place, mate. I've been butchering them for a long time. Things like the G Pro Superlight and all these lighter weight ones. This chopping out construction is all inspired by me. I am the OG mouse modder. I was showing Logitech how to mod their mouse in the G Pro wireless days and other mice, like 703 and stuff. For keyboards, we do keyboards. We made this custom one. We've made a lot, but here's my custom routing 60 with Brimstone theme, because people say they look like Brimstone. Routing good. The finally released a metal body for it, so I also built one with a Blade 60. It's got TTC hot swappables yet. Sorry, TTC switches in it, so Jade. Are mice hot swappable? Some are, I can make them. I've made some hot swappable. I made a Superlight 1 hot swappable and created a mod for it. You now see people doing those mods. I'll show you one in a sec as well. There it is. This is one we took apart on last Wednesday on stream. It'll be on my YouTube channel as a teardown, but this has got hot swappable. Basically, it's an Incots G23. You can change the switch. Do you look like Brimstone? Yeah, of course. I see me with my hat on. Show you. My Tarkov vest on the back. See, Brimstone hat. Ultra niche. Oh, this place is niche, mate. Oh, look. More keyboards we built. Hat's cool. Got a couple of spares, look, in case. I stream Valorant. I do play Brimstone. I've got a Brimstone vest. If you check me out on those shorts and stuff, you'll see me looking like him. Really want the OP1WE. It's a good mouse. It's around here somewhere. OP1WE. Good mouse. Took it apart. Pretty cool hot swappable. Not seen that before. Nope. I built a mod hammy because you've seen it from me, but yeah, I built a different idea of doing it that way. Yeah, got 270 mice plus, don't we? Ever selling over your modded mice and keyboards? Yep. Go to shop.beardedbob.com. That's what I just did. I just modded one for someone that found a mouse. This one. Modded / repaired this for someone. Sent it to me to repair. But yeah. Can do keyboards and stuff for you. If you look at my YouTube Betty Bob channel, you'll see a lot of modded stuff. I have to go back a bit now. You got a VGen Dragonfly because of 7. Dragonfly's good. I don't like this one from VGen. The R1 I don't think it's particularly good. You're doing battery swap for mice all the time. We used to do weight mods. We used to strip them down, take the weight out of them, switch the batteries out. Here's an example of one. This is one, actually, I wouldn't take judgment of how badly this is done, but this was G-Wolf sending me this out to say make it lighter. So it took in some inspiration on the base from what I've been doing, but took it out. Or me taking the mick out of Final Mouse when they said it was 29 grams. It's got a battery mod on it. That's what we have to do to a Final Mouse Ultralight X medium to make it 29 grams. They're not all that brutal, by the way, but some examples. We definitely mess around with them. A lot of battery swaps, a lot of switch swaps. Show you something. It's going to work. Let's see if this will work. I'll flick it onto my camera one sec. How's it freaking epoch? 1 second. Is that the one? It's updated. I was going to flick you to my phone, but I think it's playing up. I ever thought a Final Mouse isn't known for good quality. I've repaired a lot of them. Let's see if we can bring it onto my camera one sec. My iPhone. My mic might go a little bit weird, but bear with me. Let's see if it's going to work today. Not that one. I'll show you my room so you get a better idea of like when I'm talking about mice. Give me a sec. May have brother. One sec. There you go. So you can see me now. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, kitty. There you go. This is me looking at the stream. And I've got like a couple of mice here. Yeah, a couple of mice we've been messing around with for mods. Streaming desk. And then off to bed, seen a bit ninja. I'm good on mate. Camera setup we're just looking at then. Brimstone hat. And then like a couple of mice. Not all of it, by the way. A couple of switches. The rest of them. Oh, turn off. You see setup for streaming. Cat beds, got a Christmas tree. Get the idea. So yeah, we know a little bit about mice. At least that works. At least it worked. Thought it might not. Sweet. Got most Final Mouse. We've been playing. I've been trying. I used it yesterday and then on Friday, I think. How you doing? Is it Isabel? I get it right? So I've been getting it. I'm doing well though. Have a good one, Professor Diddy. Sleep tight. Damn nice. Oh yeah. I've got a few. What's your favourite games? I like Tarkov. But I don't have the time for it. I have to work full time, so it takes up too much time. I like Valorant, although I prefer more Tarkov, like Insurgent, Squad, that type of game. I prefer, preferably. That would be my preference if I had a choice. Tom Clancy games. I used to love Rainbow Six. I played the original Rainbow Six. I can't remember its name, but put this way, when I played Rainbow Six, you couldn't even strafe. You could crouch, and that was it. And then you could move left and right, but when you crouched, you couldn't move. There was a map on it called Mint, and I like things like Ghost Recon, was it? I played all the original Rainbow Six stuff. I even played Rainbow Six Siege. I played it in 2015 with Ham, but when the beat was out, 2014, so when the beat was out, and then we played 2015 and we couldn't play it because matchmaking broke. And then we gave up, and I came back in 2019, played it for about a year and a half. Yeah, I love Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six is probably one of my favourite titles, but I think Siege is a bit old. CSGO is a little bit old. I only play Valorant because it's a newer game, but I don't particularly like the Magico in it. So I like a more of a traditional shooter. I play Tarkov all day, but like even like I started as soon as the wipe happened this week, or this time, and I'm still way behind. I'm at level 30, and everyone's like way above me now. So now I'm gonna have to grind out the missions, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. The Division, that was good. Division was good. Didn't play too much of the Division. Reminds me a bit of like State of Decay, which I used to like. That kind of third person point of view is pretty good. I liked what's the one where you're a spy? You go on the streets and you can hack stuff. It's not Tom Clancy, I don't think. What's it called? That's pretty good. Used to like Splinter Cell, stuff like that. I was trying to play that the week actually. I was playing some Splinter Cell with Christmas. Wasn't very good at it. I'm not stealthy enough anymore. Hey Billy Bob, you right? Seabass, you right? No, you turn off. Wow. My cat hair everywhere. Boo Boo could choose hair. There's a new Division coming out, isn't there? Or did it come out? It wasn't very popular. I like things like Dead Island. What's the other one that was good? You could like parkour, a bit like Dead Island. Can't remember the name. Like a zombie one. Hello, back again. I got a question. Can I put the Death Adder V3 Pro Wheel into a Death Adder V3 Hyperspeed? You should be able to, but you'll never know till you try. Press by to send on a hug. Keep smashing out the opponents. We'll try Wesley. Valorant's been rough this pre-wipe, I tell you, but I appreciate the support, man. I normally measure the scroll wheels on your below, so you have to look at my teardowns. If you want to see these mice taken apart properly and measured, and things like taking the ring measurements, we say, and like the dimensions with it, using like calipers and stuff, I do things called teardowns. So we take the pies completely apart. I took this one fully to bits last week, like fully to bits, so you can take a look at it, how to repair it, or just see general build quality for yourselves. That's what I do. One of the things. What, use acetone? Nope, just normal lighter fluid. Dissolves the glue and then it re-glues back. So it like melts it briefly and then it allows you to put it back, but it takes like much cleaner take off. Might not look it, but it is a lot cleaner than it would be. I won't use acetone, it'll melt the plastic. My missus dropped acetone. She's doing her nails over one of my mice. It's never been the same since. It's got massive ears. Am I like him? It's hard to understand. A little tricky. Subtitles might help, but yeah, I'm not the easiest to understand. Apologies. Use a hairdryer. I did a video a while ago on YouTube. Took 3 Death Adders and did a hairdryer. I did Zippo and I did like just ripping them off. The hairdryer isn't safer. You can heat the glue up, but I mean you can still melt the mice. It takes a lot to do it, to be fair. You can still do. I used to do hairdryer. It works. You could take them off and retape them with like double-sided tape, which is what that M3 is, which you can't get by anymore. I don't even know where I can get that from. But yeah, it just depends. There's loads of different methods. Take care, will do. Let us know how you get on. Have a good one. Yep, lighter fluid's the easiest way. Zippo lighter fluid. I've got like, I mean, this is must be about 6 years old, right? I bought a new one about a year ago. I still haven't used it. You don't need much, you need like a micro bit, but I've hardly used it. 125 ml. It's good. Good for taking glue. Takes any kind of sticky surface off, not just for mice feet, it takes them off for other stuff. Have you tried the Lamsey Maya X mouse? Yep. Where is it at? But the Maya, it's not. It's only a 1K version. So the Maya. The only thing I found with it, I'll show you what causes me a problem. I love this mouse, right? Don't get me wrong, it's built well. I like the shape. Feels nice, man. I like the shape, but until I hold it, and when I hold it, you see what I mean? So when I'm gaming, that's the angle I hold out. See that angle? When I hold something like the Pulsar X2 V1, see how it's straighter? That's not straight. Same with this X VTX. It's bigger, but it's straighter, and this one I kink sideways. It's purely because of the shape. Competition final mouse. I'm trying to show you like an example of like how they sit. For me, I have to hold it quite far back. If I hold it closer, you'll see, and this is why I've stopped using it again, it's slightly kinky. You can't see, but it's slightly kinked. Probably switch to dots. You can use dots, just don't use a soft pad. But unfortunately it sits like an angle, but it's a very good mouse. If it fits your hand better, it's definitely worth looking at. It's a good shape, yeah. It just doesn't work for me personally, but it's a very good mouse. I wanted to use it, trust me. I realised it was causing me a problem when I was targeting. I'd go across, and my line, instead of going straight to track, it'd dip down, and that's what was causing me an issue because I was holding it like that. It's weird. We got the Orochi V2. Yep, it's a good mouse. Orochi, and then the Z1. I like it for like, I use it generally when I'm mobile, when I'm like,
I've got balls of steel.
That's what you're rocking, nice. How you doing, Vax Tory, you okay? How's things? It's a good mouse, I like the Orochi. It's good for like travelling, like say mobile one. That's what I class as my mobile mouse. Hello, Victoria, is it? What games are you playing today? We're modding my Pulsar X2 V3H. I just modded someone else's final mouse to repair it. And I'm going to tweak this so I can get the switch a bit better. All the cat hair ready. Is it quite new? Bella's cat hair. Huh. The joys of cats. Oh yeah, it's using these on. That's why I don't like them. Now I remember. We'll be playing some Valorant in a bit now. So it uses the Rochella Optomech, which is basically the Razer Optomech. I don't like it. It's a bit mushy, which is why I don't like this main buttons in this. Which is one of my gripes. Other than that, I really like this mouse. I just don't like these switches. Do you prefer dots or PTFE? I prefer PTFE. Dots are good on glass pads. I've used one there before, but they're not good on cloth. They tend to dig in. But it can depend how much pressure you apply, so it's up to you. Hey Bob, seen your videos on the Incot G23 and I really want to do a simple weight reduction mod. So from the battery, removing the DPI switch, can you recommend me a replacement bat? You just need the one that's a 3.7 volt. There's like plenty of 150 milliamp or 200 milliamp ones. There's plenty around Weepy. Depends how much you want to drop it. Should be an easy one to do. Do your mouse pads matter to you as much as your mouse does? Yeah, I think so. Mouse feet combo, the mouse and the pad definitely. As we're getting more and more competitive and looking more and more for those like achievements and like consistency and stuff, the pad becomes better. Like I used to play on a desk. There wasn't mouse pads when I was a kid. Like you play with a book. That's why I used to use books, because they used to give me better traction rather than like a desk. I used to use books. Now we've got mouse pads. I've got about 100 here to test. We didn't have that, but they definitely make a difference. Photo show. What's the are these exactly the same as the razor ones? I know these make razor ones. Let's just see if we can swap them out like a Death Adder as well. On my neck. I got the HyperX Haste 2 Mini. I like the HyperX. I like the HyperX original one, even though it had a bit of a, people didn't like the sensor in it. I like the shape of it. It's a little bit big for me now, but yeah, I liked it. It's still a good mouse. It makes some good mice. Shape's the key, right? And this is why I'm a bit upset with this mouse. Not because I actually like this mouse, I just don't like the switches because the shape's good. And now here's why. This is why I started modding mice, right? Because I found the shape. I've tried, well, I've got 270 mice plus, but the shape works for me. I just can't get on with the buttons. Is it a V? This is a V3. It's a X2H V3. I like the H because I like the bigger booty. But I don't like the switches. Shape is king. Exactly, mate. Thank you. I'm not really modded anything before. It's the 3pin 1.5 JTS. I think it's 1.5. I can't remember top of my head. It's normally the consistent one. 1.5 is a normal one. It's not the smaller adapter. You have to look at my other ones, my other teardowns to remind you, but I'm pretty sure, unless I take it apart now, which I'm not going to, but I'm pretty sure it didn't come out with a smaller JTS. Like this is a smaller JTS. Where's that come? They're normally 1.5. I can't remember if I measured it. TBH. Simple construction here from Pulsar. I think I've actually done a teardown on this actually. But I've took apart a lot of these type of mice, so yeah, hair for my cat. Sure is. Yeah, there you go. It's exactly the same. It's got the hot swappable switches, basically, so we can basically ping these out. We don't need to desolder these, and that's why I don't understand why they're not giving us. Can't see pings out. That's why I don't understand why they don't give us hot swappable switches. Cheers for the follow, Flex Tech. You right? K83 plus some good mouse feet would be the end game. Is that what you're going for? Here you go, Bob. What's that? Hello, shapes. Like comparing shapes. You need to measure them properly, mate. The website's good for like a good idea, but it doesn't give you all the measurements. I know what you mean. I used to do this stuff originally. Oh yeah, the G-Wolf thing. Is it smaller though? I don't need a smaller mouse now. I need like, this is a good shape, good size for me. I don't want it to be smaller. But I want like, it's probably a bit small for me to be fair, that one. But I do like smaller mice as well. Okay, holy moly. Now, the problem is we can't change the switches. So that one feels nice, the scroll wheel. It's a Kale. But instead they gave us the Razer version. What they call them, Rochelle, or whatever they call it. But it's Razer's Optomech. Or the same people that make Razer's Optomech, and they are mushy. Let me see if we've got some downstairs, one sec. I might have some original Viper mini ones, which are actually a little bit snappier. One sec, we have a look. PLB. Wide 8 short, it looks similar width, but yeah, a bit shorter. I'm alone here. More razor switches. Get out to my spares and repairs. But we've got a Razer Viper. It's the original one. Hard to show, but here's the current one. Do you know of a way to mod the side buttons on the Zagan? I haven't got one with side buttons before. Is it M3? M3K, I've not got one. Here's the Viper. It's slightly snappier. Now, they're still not the best, but this Gen 1 is got slightly nicer switches. So we're going to nick these out of it. And then we're going to fix the pre-travel, and it should feel a bit nicer for me. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, pure, but it doesn't give you any, like, you push the button in, or it's hard for you to understand that distance between maybe these corners. I don't know. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. I just created a website around it. The OG Barb. Everybody. It's a bit big, bro. The Viper Mini would be bad, but they don't make you a good one. Unless you want to spend 280 quid or whatever. What's your favourite mouse at the moment? I don't know. I quite like the ATX X1, but it's a little bit big for me, which is why I can't go in it, but I like the switches in it, the mains. I like the shape of the Pulsar X2H, but I don't like the switches, hence why we're doing now. I quite like the Final Mouse Comp, but it's a little bit small for me and tends to twist in my hand. I don't know. There's loads. I like the Lamzu Maya, but again, shape doesn't work for me. Can you mod the GPRX Superlight? Yep. You can't change this. Well, you can change the switches. You can change them out for another Opto Mech, which I've done a few videos and streams on, but it's not very easy. But you can mod it the same. You can take some more weight out of it still. Logitech, although it's like I'm whinging all the time, but Logitech took my ideas and did it. They could have made it better, but hey. Definitely try Razer switches on the Pulsar. It worked better for me. Yep, that's what we're going to try. We're going to try these OG Viper ones in it. They're the same switch. They've just got the next gen. That's what I said about the Gen 3s of Razer or Gen 2s on the Razers. They made them more mushy. The Gen 1s were mushy. They made the Gen 2s and 3s even more mushy on the Viper. Or on Razer's mice. They're not making them snappy. I don't know why they've not given us, like, I always like a stock record, I guess, but why they're not giving us like a really good selection of switches? Like, why we sat here with these switches not having hot swap go easy to change? Like, why don't they give us a selection of switches you want? Stiffer, firmer, less snappy, more mushy, blah 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 blah. But they haven't done it. Why? Why have you not done it? Meta stock down 14% at the minute. Damn, runs the misses. She's not happy. She's not happy with Zuckerberg. Yeah, it didn't show you the measurement. I can't remember now. I did test this out from this website. Yeah, it gives you the basic measurements. It doesn't give you the like certain areas. I know what I mean. It gives you the measurements like out the box, doesn't it? That makes sense. Like it doesn't show you the height at the front. It shows you the height at the highest point, for instance. That's what I mean, PR. It's good for reference. It's good for the shape overview and stuff. So that's why I used to do it years ago like that, but it's good for a general idea. Especially given how many mice there are at the minute. See if the roses flip flop on the Heartman. Appreciate it. Thank you. I need to get one of those G-Wolves. Right, so switch out one of these. So basically switching out there. Zoomers in. It's getting closer. The original Rochella, they call it. Rochella. So basically the same switch, just different versions made by the same company, in my opinion. I mean, they're absolutely identical. Sorry, here you go. But some of them are slightly more mushy. Like this is the one we're going to change it to, the purple one. Like, it doesn't feel bad here, the Pulsar one, but it's almost like it's a slightly deeper press, I guess, to make it a little bit more less snappy. Alright, Dorito! What you doing, mate? Struggling to find a mouse with a reliable encoder. What keeps happening? Just keeps like going up and down. Basically, it doesn't work. Yeah, they're not designed to have a lot of clicks. That's one of the problems with the encoders. They don't have a lot. Some of them only like 1 million turns. I don't know how many I'd use them for jumping in Valorant, so or CS and stuff. They're not really meant for jumping, which is why they burn out, I guess. You got 80 million on your 80 mil on your standard like switch maybe, or 30 or 40 million, and you got like a 5 million I think max on the encoder. Some even less. A lot of them are less. But you'd think like the amount of spinning on the web page and stuff to make a slightly longer longevity switch, but they don't seem to. Viblissurate. Good to see you. The Sage Main has returned. You two playing Tarkov. Thinking of it. I'm going to play some Valorant in a bit. Test this new mouse. Let's change the switches. Put Razer switches in it from a Razer switch, but it's a different brand. Same brand, but branded differently for this Pulsar anyway. Do you have a Zero mouse? Have you looked at the Zero mouse? I haven't looked at that one actually. They're all just cloning each other. It's like this. Razer will be telling us they're using the fastest Opto-Mech switch, and then Pulsar will tell us who I like, by the way, Pulsar. I'm a Razer fanboy. Well, I've got the fastest switch, but they're all the same switch. What do you think about the Shark R3? I've got the Shark R3, but I've got AGX. It's similar, isn't it, I think? But the same. The Jazz and the Shark, they're all the same mouse. Shark's okay. I've got them somewhere lying around. All the same. Right, yeah, I will do it. It won't be long, probably 15 minutes or so, maybe, if you're around. I'll give you a shout. I'll ping you on Discord. Let's go! Can sweat it out again. Need to test this puppy out, so we'll give it a test. But the Sharks are good. I mean, they're good price for what they are, but they're a clone again. It's like another super light shape, isn't it? I can't remember if that's the Ergo version or not. I can't remember, but I want some innovation in the mouse world at the minute. Not everyone cloning each other, which is exactly what they're doing. Right, now we're going to tweak the pre-travel. Let's try it in here with this, actually. Before we pre-travel it. Bella's cat hair. They still don't feel great. We need me to carry. Dorito letting us down again. I see Dorito's failure, and I put an ace up on I posted a clip on Instagram and TikTok with Dorito basically jumping, getting shot in the head, and then you revive him, you get killed, and then Dorito gets killed again, and I carry us with a nice ace. But it's rare, I know. Especially after that marble and wine. But it's just, Dorito always saying he's carrying us, but I mean he failed us there badly. I always tag him into trolling. I don't know, I got an ace. I know no one else shot anybody, to be fair. Your roll's different though. Plain Sage. You did your roll, picking up Dorito off the floor again for the second time for him to die again out of pure rage. Optical encoders are more reliable and long-term scrolling. I mean, yeah, okay, but there's a sacrifice with the way they feel. They are longer. They are more reliable because they don't have the spinning part in it. Like, I've binned it now, but this bit that rotates, like, it's got like teeth, so eventually they wear out. But you know, if you've taken an idea of the old, the old Zowies were horrific for scrolling. Might be okay if you jump in CS if you really want, but they're horrible. Is that X2H V3 your main? I don't know. I mean the X2 V3H is ATX X1. I've been maining the competition final mouse. I mean, I don't really have a main. And I can't get a good, exactly, you can't get a good Phoenix main. I mean, I've got to wear sunglasses today, I feel, with Doritos flashing. He says, like, I'm flashing, but before I can even react, because my reflexes aren't that good. They're not cat-like. He's already blinded me. It's like he's already pushed the button, and then he thinks, oh, I'll tell him. You flashed him. Your man will he'll be right. Should ban him from flashing. Should play like a true FPS. Or he's doing it to steal my kills. Weirder. Maybe that on the Pulsar X2 is a bit different. You know, a Malar pad, you got this little wedge. Anyway, I'm trying to get a little bit clickier. I'm gonna buy this. Yeah, do it. And buy this flash key. It'll drive him nuts. That would be funny. He needs to. He should be unbound to. Can be trusted. MPO1 SV2. MPO1 are good. I mean, they used to work for Zowie, didn't they? As far as I'm aware, but they're some good mice. That didn't work. I chat to him on DMs on Twitter, and they're always crying about what the market wanted. But at least they've moved away from the proper optomech encoders that Zowie used, because they used to use the same ones when they broke away, and they're bad. But they've turned away now. They've got a different version, I think. I'm trying to remember. I've not looked at it as a backseat for a while. Because again, they're just dropping out the same shapes, but updated versions and newer OS and blah 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 blah. The same stuff. Like, we've already got it. You know what I mean? Not their fault. It's just the market at the minute is just using the same stuff. Right. Again, why did you screw it? This is the difference now, right? So this is the one that hasn't been done. See a little bit of tape. You see that movement? So there's the movement. Oh, there's the movement before it clicks. And then now it's like, you see that? Are you good at computer issues? I mean, I get enough of them myself. I won't say I was good. I'm good at creating them. That's almost going to be too sensitive, but we'll see. Give it a spin. Let's see. Good mouse, but I just don't like the switches in this. Which doesn't surprise me because I hate the Razer ones. These are exactly the same switch. Bob loves PC issues. That's how I met last night. I nearly threw it through the window. So yeah, 3 stories up, my PC nearly went out when it started updating Windows 11, and I was just like, all I wanted to do was nip on for like an hour and just play a bit of Valorant at like 12:30, I think it was. I wasn't going to stream because it's too late. And then most of it being bad. And I thought I'd have a bit of stream on my own, do a couple of games in NA, and then I reset it, and it was like reset and update, and I reset and updated it, and then it installed Windows 11 on me. I was like, oh yeah, of course it's going to do that to me, and I had to wait for that to update, and then nothing worked, and it started whinging about my BIOS. CSM, a bit low, I don't know. Yeah, I need to throw out the window. Yeah, on some good boots. I have my audio amplifier. Getting super crackly. Ah, okay, getting crackles. Ooh, is it your bitrate? It's something like that. Like the bitrate on it is causing you a problem. I had that issue a while ago. Or if it's a software, like voice emitter, that can be a problem if it's losing CPU and stuff. I just don't want to Windows 11. I didn't want Windows 11, and now it's put it on there again. I literally took it off 2 months ago because I didn't want it on there, and now it's put it back on for me. Do you know what I mean? It's like it literally nearly pushed me over the edge. I didn't want the support. I don't care. But yeah. But it sounds like your bitrate. It's probably like check your Windows bitrates. It's probably not 48 hertz or something, or it's too high. You cranked it up to it, and it tends to get this weird like clicking like on audio. I know what you mean. Yeah, check the bitrate in Windows. So that Windows, is it Windows sound card? Is that what you're on about? Yeah, so in Windows, under the sound settings, you can change it. That's what's causing you a problem. It'll be too high, the bitrate. So your PC will be struggling basically. So the Windows audio settings, now depending on what version you got, Windows 11 hides it from you, like just because it would, some stuff, so it can be awkward. Do you time my 900 XVD chip to ride, swapped PSU. Looking for your extra 3 frames a second now. It might have been a driver install or something like that, Ghost. Sometimes it updates it. That happened to me before. Just check the bitrate. I think it's bitrate. Standard's like 24-bit, 48 kilohertz or 48,000 hertz or whatever it's called. Sometimes it's 44, 48. You can go higher like for quality, but that then creates that what issue you're having from what I remember. Bonus and natures. About as far as I can go, Oscar, don't we understand the rest, but how you doing? I understand English. When can you order these 55,000 series GPUs? I was looking at 4080, 48, 480 Hz OLEDs today, so I might get one. But I don't need FPS. I was literally on 1,000 FPS today. I'm just like, why do I want any more? GTA 6, maybe bring it out at me. Feels better. The other one feels maybe a little bit. I'll have to bend the other one back a little bit. See that now there? This one's a little bit. X3D. I got a 3060. I got a 4090. I'd wait for maybe the 5070, 5080, or get a 4090 when they drop. We're using AI frames, aren't you, on the other one? 10% gain, yeah. I'd change it for Tarkov if I was playing more Tarkov, maybe, because Tarkov needs more CPU, but other than that, I don't really see the point. Your VR stuff, maybe. You understand what your frame rate's like on VR, whether you need it or not. Feels a little too close now. Is it right that 5070 uses the AI to insert frames? Someone was saying they look okay, but I'm a bit like, it sounds like it needs certain enable options within settings for that to work rather than out of the box, but I could be wrong. Right, we give it a spin. It's either going to be good or it's going to be too tight, I have to say. Leave the screws out though. Put the feet on. Make the screw. Oh, I might as well screw it back together, I guess. Oh, I need to put the cable in first. That'll be good for the side buttons. Or Sims benefit from CPU grunt. It'd be interesting what DCS is like, I guess, but like you having problems in your car sims and stuff for frame rate. I guess you're running multiple monitors maybe, but then sim, maybe racing sim, but your VR headset in there. Oh, you got actual monitor on there. Yeah, so the difference is benchmark Valorant for us. You got a 4090, haven't you, as well? All right. You got 7800X 3D. You got the same setup as me, haven't you? Cat man. You hair it all up. Nice one. Right, let's go. Where's screws from? Let's go switch PCs. Give me a sec. Switch gas anyway. Two of my desks. Give me a sec. You need a faster monitor for your Valorant. Yeah, but you can just change your thingy though, can't you? You can at least do the frame rate on it still. Yeah. Which desk, baby? You playing tonight? We're gonna play Valorant. Yeah. Out there. Mouse I just tweaked. Looks like. Bear with me. If it's gonna behave. Okay. First. Go with that. You mean everything else is okay? Too many monitors. Good. There's my cursor again. So. Switch mouse over.